Hello friends, and welcome back to my channel. Quick little check-ins. I am 9 days out from North Americans. That is a national show. It's my season finale, so the last show of this very, very long season. I'm super excited. My protocol is pretty fucking gnarly right now, so I'm just executing day in, day out. I am wearing my favorite hoodie on this planet. It is my merch hoodie, We Can Do Hard Things. It is available. I will link it in the description below. Oh, today's video. So I'm really excited about this. I'm gonna be filming a show day glam tutorial. So I do my own makeup for all my bikini competitions, and somehow it like turns out really good, even though I'm by no means like a makeup girly. I probably do everything wrong in terms of how products are meant to be used, or their order, or this or that. But it somehow comes out decent enough. And every time I do it and I post it, you guys ask for a tutorial or what products I use. So I'm gonna put together the full start to finish, and I'll walk you through everything, what products I use, shades, everything like that. And I think that's pretty much it before we get into the video. I did wash my hair last night and put it into these braids to see what it looks like when we take it out. So I'm about to take it out, and we'll begin the process of making me look a little bit less wrapped than I do right now. So let's get into the tutorial. Low key. Fire. If you see me look over to the side, it's because I have the camera, the ring light, and then the mirror behind it, so I have to like skirt to actually see myself. Also, if my lips look purple or my tongue looks purple or whatever, I'm drinking my second cup of P Science Reds and Greens. Or my first cup was Reds and Greens, this one's just chocolate greens. So they're obviously turning my lips like dark. But I'm obsessed, and code Val saves you. And if you follow me on Instagram, then you know I'm obsessed. Okay, so step one is primer, and I actually don't use primer. I use the only moisturizing gel cream, anything I use on my skin, morning and night, and underneath my makeup. It's the Tula Clear It Up Acne Clearing and Tone Correcting Gel. I will link all the products that I use. So I just put this all over my face. It's pretty sure it's oil-free, and that serves as my primer. Next, I literally go straight into some foundation. Obviously, I'm gonna be making this really fucking dark. I'm not stage tan right now, but I'm still gonna be doing it exactly as I would for stage, so that you guys get the idea of exactly how I do it for stage. Okay, so for foundation, I use two different ones. They are both KatVonD Lockit foundation. This shit is like putting an entire mask on your face. It is the highest coverage shit I have ever tried. And the two shades I use Deep 77 Warm as my darkest shade, and Medium 52 Warm as my not darkest shade. So first step is mixing these two and just putting it basically at the center of my face, so we have like a base for doing eyebrows and eye makeup. Guys, I'm literally so ratchet. I mix them on the lid of like my translucent powder thing. So this will not be like the darkest my face gets. I just need a dark enough like base. Literally just mix them up, and then we start to apply it. As you can see, it's pretty much in the center of my face. And obviously it's like really dark for me right now. Normally when I'm stage tan, it's still significantly lighter than the tan. I am taking the Morphe Definer Brow Pencil in the color Cold Brew. This is the one with like the angled tip, not the super skinny tip. I don't know if you guys can see that. And I'm just gonna go in and fill in my eyebrows. Now for stage, I definitely fill them in a little bit more than I would like my everyday makeup, but I do use this pencil for my everyday makeup. Eyebrows low-key play such a huge role in like the way the whole look comes together. I probably look crazy being that my only makeup right now is like a foundation that's not my skin color and then my crazy brows, but whatever. Next step is to take this mix that we just put all over our face and add a little bit more of the lighter color to lighten it up. So we need it to be lighter than the one that's currently on my face. And then taking this brush, whatever the fuck it's called, I don't know what it's called, I'm going to basically outline my brows. So eyebrows are pretty much done. I'm gonna take this same brush and I'm gonna take the Urban Decay Eyeshadow Primer Potion in the shade Original and just put that all over my lid. Okay, so now we're getting into the eye makeup portion. First thing that I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take the KatVonD Shade and Light Contour Palette. I use this every single day of my life. I'm gonna be taking just a mixture of these two shades and just putting it right under my brow to kind of set the highlight that we just created. And now I'm gonna take a mixture, I always just do literally a mixture of all the darkest colors. And I'm going to, well, I'll show you. Literally just start to create almost like the base of the depth of my crease. I really wish I knew the terms for this shit, but I don't. Pretty much natural neutral so far, just like literally created a little bit of a shadow. So now the palette that I use for pretty much my entire makeup look that I've done for the past 3 shows is the ColorPop California Love. It's very much like a copper, reddish, gold, sunset. Like that's like the vibes of it. So I'm just gonna go in with the 2 orangey colors. This is really hard to do like with the camera and like the mirror situation. And just go through my entire crease. Like a copper look. Ta-da! Okay, so now I'm going in with this corner red right here. It's called Gold Rush. I'm just gonna start to put that still on my crease, but focusing more on the outer edges of my crease. And kind of bringing it down here. And you can build this up depending on how intense you want that like copper red vibe to be. I usually end up adding more at the end, but okay. So now I'm going in with a mixture of these 2 darkest colors and pretty much just putting that on my outer corner and just like blending it into like a tiny little V. As you can see, we're already like building up the like smoky vibes, you know? Also holding up this palette and this mirror at the same time is giving me the fattest shoulder pump under this pump cover. Do not worry about fallout. Honestly, eyeshadow is like, it's really hard to fuck it up because you can always just blend and somehow it'll end up looking good, and I stand by that. Okay, so right now it looks kind of whack because of all the fallout and like the shape and shit, but the actual like colors and the smokiness of it, I fuck with it, so I'm just gonna leave it here because I know I'm gonna come back and blend more and add more later. So now we're getting into the sparkles. Like literally like we're almost honestly like towards the end of the eye makeup. Like it's a pretty simple look, but it just looks bomb. For these sparkles, I do use the gold shades in this palette, but there's a very important step. Going back to our eyeshadow primer and that same little brush, we're gonna take a little bit of this eyeshadow primer and we're just gonna put it in the center of our lid wherever we want the sparkles. Just like that in the center of the lid. And then quick, before it dries, I'm going to mix Diego and Cruisin', the 2 gold shades. Pat, like so. And it's very important, you have to let it kind of like set and dry before we try to blend out the crease again or the outer corner, because we will come back to that, obviously, just like that. So I hate when there's sparkles in my crease or when the outer corner is not like properly blended, but we just have to kind of let it dry, or else we're just gonna blend off basically all the sparkles that we just put on. Okay, so now we just kind of wait a little bit. Not gonna lie, you guys, if I could drink like 7 glasses of these greens, I would. I'd probably look crazy. So good. All right, time to blend. So first I'm gonna go back with that red color, blend out the crease a little bit more. Okay, I'm going in now with the dark. I have this like fat ass blending brush from Real Techniques. It's called Deluxe Crease Brush. I blend that shit. Okay, 2 more steps. The under lash line eye makeup and then more eyebrow highlighting. So for the under the lash line, I take these two reddish tones. And for under my brow bone, I'm gonna take the Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector Pressed Highlighter in the color Moonstone, except mine is entirely cracked, so I can't really show you. Oh my God, that is so pretty. We will blend it out later, do not worry. I know this is like a very dramatic highlight, but it's also stage makeup, not everyday makeup, so just bear with me. And I just blend it a little bit with that red color and a little bit with the orange brush just to lighten it up. Okay, so now we're gonna clean up our face a tiny bit, do lashes, and then finish off the face. To clean up the face a little bit, I'm literally just gonna go back with that original kind of mixture that we had made, just a little bit of it, and literally just clean up a little. This foundation is literally like, it feels like tacky, like glue. For stage, I'm like, yeah, please, glue that shit onto me. Already so much better, oh my God. Okay, not even gonna attempt to do the falsies on camera. So I'll just explain and then I'll come back. So I'm just gonna line my upper lash line with the KatVonD Tattoo Liner. I'm gonna go do that in the mirror, put on my lashes, and then I'll show you guys the finished eye part, and then we'll do the face, and yeah. Okay, I'm back. Falsies are on. So right now I'm wearing the Sephora brand Craze lashes. These are not my usual stage lashes. My usual stage lashes are the House of Lashes collaboration with Sephora Madison. And I prefer the Madisons, but I did want to try something new, but I also haven't, I don't think they look very good, but I haven't put on mascara, so that's the next step. Obviously, Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. It's the only mascara that I ever use. Make sure they're hella dry, like the lashes and the glue. I really focus on the base of the lash to really make sure I am combining the entire look together. Alrighty, I think eyes are almost entirely done. We will go back and add a little bit more sparkle and just like a little bit more blending and highlight, but all in all, I usually don't retouch eyes until the very end, so we are ready to get into face. Okay, for the face, I just take, again, that really dark KatVonD foundation, Deep 77 Warm, throw some onto my beauty blender, and again, it's going to look fucking psychotic right now because I don't have my stage tan on. But again, just remember, I am normally like entirely a different color and I would blend this down into my tan. But you still want like the center of your face to be like bright and glowy. So I obviously would not put this color like just straight up all over my face, if that makes sense. I should do a little down the sides of the nose. All right, okay, so like I said, normally I wet my beauty blender. Being very lazy today, I can definitely tell the difference in the lack of blendability when the beauty blender is dry, but good enough for what we needed. After I have darkened up the edges of my face, I like to go in once more with that original mixture, whatever's left of it, a tiny bit, like you can't even see it, and just brighten up the center of my face. Like so. And now we set with the contour palette. Back with the KatVonD Shade and Light palette. Again, I just run through literally all the colors. This is where we can kind of get a little bit more intense with the like shape of the contour if we need to. But all in all, this is pretty much I like to drag the contour down a little. Just a flat brush and take a little tiny bit of those lighter shades. We don't want flashback on stage, so we just set that. Perf. Now my favorite blush in the whole wide world. It's a Tarte blush and it's in the shade Captivating. And do not be afraid to go heavy on the blush because it is stage and this blush sets into your skin so it looks really bright at first and then eventually like it just looks very natural. It's very buildable, as you can see, because I am going at it. All right, highlight time. All right, going back in with my crushed ass Moonstone Becca Highlighter and just going here, here, here. All right, lip time. Lining my lips with the Charlotte Tilbury Lip Cheat Reshape and Resize Lip Liner Pen in the color M.I. Kiss. It's slightly darker than the original Pillow Talk shade. Okay, so the color my favorite lip color combo for stage. It's a little bit different than the one I use for my everyday. My everyday is just, and I've posted this like a jillion times, I've gone through probably at least 5 of these tubes. For me to go through 5 tubes of a product, like I'm abusing this shit, and I literally wear this every second of the day, every day. It's the Bobbi Brown Crushed Liquid Lip in the color Give a Fig. So this is what I'll use when I'm backstage. I throw it on over once I have these two on. So first, I put on the KatVonD. Jesus Christ, I use a lot of KatVonD products, and it's funny because I never use them in like my day-to-day routine because they're all very like heavy, high coverage, like long lasting, and for my everyday I don't need that, but I guess they make good stage makeup apparently. So this is just the matte liquid lipstick in the shade Lolita. So I just put this on. As you can see, it's pretty dark, and I have found that if I just throw on a little bit of this Runway Matte L'Oreal lipstick, color is number 425. I think Runway Matte is the color. It's like bright red. I just dab it on like so. So both of these are matte. So once this dries, I kind of have my like foundational color for the rest of like the day. I don't really reapply these unless I'm talking like when I basically touch up my entire makeup before finals. But I'll just do this, and then once this dries, I'll throw on my Bobbi Brown liquid lip, and I'll show you that in a second. Okay, so now that it's dry, and other than touching up for like when I get to the venue and I check the lighting, if I need to darken it up or add more shimmer or it just doesn't look dramatic enough, I always like can touch up, add a little bit of darkness to the eyes, add more bronzer, more blush, whatever it may be. But all in all, that is pretty much the like foundation of my stage look. So there you have it. This is pretty much the final result. Give or take, the lashes are a little bit different. But this is the stage makeup that I have done for the past 3 shows. Trying to give you guys the best possible look. I am very proud of it. I really like it. It's super easy, like all things considered. I feel like if you watch this video, you could probably replicate it yourself. There's not a ton of technique, mostly because I have 0 technique. I, again, am not a makeup girly. Other than that, thank you so much for tuning in to my show day glam tutorial. Hopefully, all your questions about products and how I do it and whatnot are answered. If not, please, please, please drop them in the comments below. As well as just subscribe to my channel. It helps a ton. It supports a ton. Every comment, every like, every subscription truly does. It really does help. We have 9 days until show day, and by the time I post this, probably less. So follow me on Instagram to stay up to date on everything. Add me on Snapchat. All my support codes, links, training programs, and everything will be linked below, as well as the products, as well as the greens I was drinking earlier. as well as the link to the merch. So yeah, I think that's literally all I have for today. I hope you guys enjoyed, and again, tag me if you guys decide to try any of these looks, because I'm obsessed with stage makeup now, so I wanna see everything that you guys are doing if you guys are attempting it yourself. Thank you guys so much from the bottom of my heart for all your support, and I will see you guys in the next one.